Hello, my dear bakers! Today we're baking miniature peanut brittle tarts. These treats are bursting with flavor and texture. Imagine a buttery, crumbly pastry filled with crunchy peanut brittle and then topped with smooth, rich chocolate ganache. It's a symphony of flavors and textures in every bite. Let's gather our ingredients. First, we make our pastry. Combine flour and sugar in a bowl. Add cold butter, cut into cubes. Rub the butter into the flour until it resembles breadcrumbs. This creates a light and flaky pastry. Add a lightly beaten egg to the mixture. Bring the dough together with your hands. Form a disc, wrap it in cling film, and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. This allows the gluten to relax, making the pastry easier to roll. To check if the dough is ready, press it gently. If it springs back slowly, it's good to go. Now let's move on to preparing our tart tins. Grease your mini tart tins. This prevents the pastry from sticking. Roll out the chilled pastry on a lightly floured surface. Use a round cutter to create circles slightly larger than your tart tins. Gently press the pastry circles into the tins. Prick the bottom of each tart with a fork. This allows steam to escape during baking. Place the tart tins in the freezer for 15 minutes. This helps the pastry keep its shape while baking. While the tarts chill, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Now let's get baking. Place the chilled tart tins on a baking sheet. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes. The pastry should be golden brown and firm to the touch. If the edges brown too quickly, cover them loosely with foil. Once baked, remove the tarts from the oven. Allow them to cool completely in the tins before adding our fillings. This is important to prevent a soggy bottom. Now onto the star of our tart, the peanut brittle. And Section 5, peanut brittle, a crunchy delight. In a saucepan, combine sugar, corn syrup, and water. Heat over medium heat, stirring until the sugar dissolves. Once dissolved, stop stirring and let the mixture come to a boil. Continue to cook until the mixture turns a light amber color. This indicates that the sugar has caramelized. Remove from heat and stir in butter, peanuts, and baking soda. Pour the mixture onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Let it cool completely. Once cooled, break the brittle into small pieces. Section 6. Chocolate ganache, rich and smooth. Now for the chocolate ganache. Heat the cream in a saucepan over medium heat. Bring it to a simmer, but don't let it boil. Pour the hot cream over the chopped chocolate. Let it stand for a minute, then stir until smooth and glossy. You can adjust the sweetness by adding a tablespoon of powdered sugar at a time. Once the ganache is ready, we can assemble our tarts. Section 7. Assembly. Creating your masterpiece. Spoon a generous amount of peanut brittle into each cooled tart shell. Drizzle the warm chocolate ganache over the peanut brittle, letting it drip down the sides. You can add a sprinkle of sea salt on top for a sophisticated touch. Allow the ganache to set completely before serving. Now for some final tips. Section 8. Final notes. Serving and storing. These mini tarts are best enjoyed fresh. However, you can store them in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 2 days. These tarts are perfect for any occasion. Enjoy them with a cup of tea or serve them as a delightful dessert. Happy baking!